Hi, everybody. This is Kevin from The Kevin Lee Show, and I just wanted to welcome you to my podcast. And if you've been here before and you've heard my podcast and you're now returning, then I want to welcome you back to my podcast. I also wanted to take a quick moment just to touch base with you and talk to you about my website, which is thekevinleeshow.com. That's thekevinleeshow.com. And the reason why I wanted to mention it to you is it's kind of like a central hub of all my stuff. So if you're ever interested in either listening to my podcast, reading my blogs, watching my videos, or just checking me out on social media, you can find all the information and all the links right there. But without further ado, it's time for the podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it might be, wherever you may be. Welcome to The Kevin Lee Show. Alrighty, everybody. I just wanted to take a second here before I get going and apologize first off if my voice sounds a little scratchy or if I have to pause from time to time to take some water because where I live, it is springtime and my allergies are going a little haywire. Also, if you hear any little voices or banging or noises in the background, that's just my two little ones. So ignore them. And if it annoys you, sorry. Anyways, here's the blog. When did technology become a bad thing? I don't believe that people as a whole would argue that technology does, or at least should, have its limits in our day-to-day lives. Not so much in regards to productivity or even general usefulness, but there comes a point when too much usage of computers, tablets, phablets, smartphones, smartwatches, smart TVs becomes, well, dumb. The question remains, at what point do you reach that point? Are you there yet? Is your significant other there yet? Are your children there yet? Have we as a society crossed that threshold? Now, arguably, some have always considered technology and the advancements they offer to be a bad thing. Those people also usually have neckbeards and an overwhelming revulsion to buttons, but still, they exist. Then you have the extremists on the other side that believe that it's impossible to have enough technology in our lives. Not only do these people constantly have a device either in their hand or on their lap, but you'll usually find them also on the walls of their houses, in the dashes of their cars, and somewhere on their bodies in some way, shape, or form. With that said, I think we can all accept that these groups are fringe elements, for now, and that the majority of people, the sane ones, understand that life should consist of balance. I'm just kidding. Those people don't exist. Not anymore. Everyone seems to have lost their friggin' minds. Go to a restaurant and guess what? People are on their phones. Everyone is on their phones. Heck, in some cases, the waitstaff use their phones to place the damn orders. The same goes with buses, trains, libraries, parks, airplanes, family gatherings, bedrooms, even funerals. If there is a place that someone can pull out their phone and drown out the rest of the world, they'll do it. Guaranteed. Stop it. Stop it right now. It's quickly becoming an epidemic, and it'll get even further out of control if we don't do something about it right now. Sorry about all the exclamation points, but I'm kind of passionate about this subject. Now, don't get me wrong, I love technology. My phones, yes, I did say phones, plural. My tablets, yes, once again, I did use the plural form. My laptops, I know, and my desktop. Hey, I only have one of them. Wait, no, I don't. I have two. But even admitting my love and maybe a little obsession with technology, even I understand that you have to be able to disconnect. There must be limits. Like in all of life, you must find and follow the key, moderation. Would you gorge yourself by eating an entire extra-large pizza in one sitting? No, because it's way too much food for any one person. On a side note, if you actually do such things as eating an entire pizza by yourself in one sitting, maybe you should stop doing that. Nor do you, or should you, drink an entire bottle of alcohol in one night. Just for the record, it doesn't make you cool, it makes you dead. Sometimes sooner, sometimes later, but the outcome is fairly predictable. Even exercise should be measured out. Have you ever seen these people who work out like 10 hours a day, 8 days a week? In the end, either their arms become so big that they can't even wipe their ends, or they develop some terrible health condition as a result of their efforts. Believe it or not, there is such a thing as having too much of a good thing. Noticing a theme here? It's about moderation. There is no other way to put it. You and I need to discipline ourselves so that we can control our behavior. Is it okay for you to use your phones, your tablets, your computers? Yes, it is. But it's not okay to do this 12, 14, or 18 hours a day, even if it is for work. Also, if you're working 18 hours a day, you might think of relaxing a bit more. Listen, I know it's much easier said than done, so of course I don't expect you to be all better by the end of today, unless you're a cold turkey kind of person. Also, a yummy whiskey. Stay away from the 101 and remember moderation. Just take some baby steps. Maybe try to start out with making rules like no phones at the table for meals. Once that becomes the norm, expand your horizons and start living again. Remember, I'm not telling you to turn your back on tech. I would never do such a thing. But what I am saying is maybe it's time to start evaluating your tech consumption, noticing how much you use it, or perhaps I should say, how much it's using you. Thanks for taking the time to read and listen. Kevin.